Since starting YouTube, I've become obsessed with storytelling, both in my videos and increasingly in my photography as well. I think if we can introduce an element of storytelling into our photographs, we can create much more compelling images. Now, I've very much been inspired by the great photojournalists of Life magazine, people like Robert Capa or Eugene Smith or Margaret Burke-White. But their images tend to have a very strong human element. So how can we get an element of storytelling into our landscape photographs? Personally, I think it's really difficult to tell a story with a single image. So what I'm going to try and do today is to tell a story using a series of photos in what is my take on a photo essay. I also think that often the best photographers are the ones that lead the most interesting lives and then spend time documenting that. So the story that I want to try and tell today is of my efforts to climb a mountain. Today I've come to one of my favourite locations in the Lake District, Glencoyne on Ullswater, and the mountain I'm going to be climbing is called Sheffield Pike. The first shot that I wanted was one of the mountain itself, my ultimate destination, and I've come, 100 yards from the car park, and I've stumbled across this little scene behind me. So with that first shot in the bag, it's now time for me to crack on. The Sheffield Pike is about 675 metres high, and I've got over 500 metres to climb to get to the summit, so I'd better get a move on. I haven't got very far at all, and I spotted this view of the mountain, and I just had to stop and get the telephoto lens out. And as I was doing that, a Herdwick sheep came walking along the path in front of me, and it stopped just in front of the mountain. Now I managed to grab a quick shot. I wasn't able to get any filters on there, but I still think it could be shot of the day. I really should get a move on now, because at this rate, by the time I get to the top, it's going to be dark. I'm about halfway round the side of the mountain now, and I just stopped for something to drink. And one of the shots I absolutely wanted was one of the path leading up and away and around the mountain. But unfortunately, now that I'm here, we're completely in shade. And that brings me back to those brilliant photojournalists from Life magazine. You see, they had to get the story no matter what the conditions. They couldn't hang around for the light, and so this is excellent practice for us landscape photographers. I'm really enjoying myself today. I'm having a great day, but it is starting to get quite windy now. I did make it to the top, but it was insanely windy up there. I did manage to get one shot against all the odds of the jagged rocks that are on top of Sheffield Pike, but I couldn't stay up there for too long, so I had to come down. I did also manage to get a selfie of me looking out at the view over Ullswater. That's something else I can tick off the list. But I did have one particular shot in mind, and that was of a small pool close to the summit that makes great foreground interest with the view out over Ullswater. But I couldn't find it, and so I guess that's a perfect example of not every story having a happy ending. Anyway, I've come down to Heron Pike to get out of the wind a little bit, and there's quite a nice view of Ullswater here, so I think I'm going to make that my final shot of the day. That's the last of the images in the bag, and I'm going to be really interested to see if combined they come together to tell a compelling story about my day here on Sheffield Pike. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take those images and I'm going to combine them into a short photo essay which I will put on my website, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested so you can check that out. Now if you've been inspired by this video to go out and tell a story of your own through photography, why don't you create your own short photo essay, put it on your website and then tweet me a link at @ChrisSalePhoto so that I can then go and check it out.